They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson now. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
For Marquise Brown.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They're on 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mariota. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. So they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10. That's
play action. It's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. They go play action with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
It's the score. Ravens 7. Steelers 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Dancing to his left. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards, a 1st down.
The Steelers 1st down.
Play action now, Mariota. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Mariota now. Buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
There on the stop.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Steelers nothing.
Second and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. And this is caught off the deflection. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Fourth down, Mariota. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Baltimore first down.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. First down and more for Jackson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Have some of this.
The 20.
Have some
10.
of this.
And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, here's Breida.
They ain't ready for us.
He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw Mariota. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
To Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and goal, Mariota. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
It's caught inside the 25.
Showtime, baby.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35. Ravens 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Baltimore Ravens.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jackson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 3 bud. Hey, report.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Ravens 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They go counter with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Play fake. Mariota. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Goodwin. Touchdown.
Marquise Goodwin. 79 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
The kick
And they're able to up the lead by one more.
The score, Steelers 42. Ravens.
Boswell
17.
now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing, Mariota. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Steelers 49, Ravens 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Again, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, Mariota. That's caught by Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Mariota again. He's going to let this go deep for Jay. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Steelers 56. Ravens 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
2 brings up 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. Dancing to his left. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Let's go, defense. Let's get it. 58 for Mike. 58.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Right side caught by Jackson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
At the Steelers' 9-yard line.
Buying time to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Check pass. Check pass. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey. Ain't no such thing as a lead.
Jackson will throw again. Forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be third down.
36. Check. Hey, middle. Check. 13.
To throw again is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
To throw, Mariota. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
26.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Pittsburgh.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. They find some open field here. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Steelers.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop just their